Hey everyone, this is Andrew from the Console Gaming Crew, and we couldn't be happier to announce that we are now a part of the Boss Rush Podcast Network and are featured on BossRushGames.com. BossRushGames.com is a great place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there's a growing collection of podcasts in not just the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be a part of such a great network of podcasters, so please stop by and give everyone a listen. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Yo, crew members, what it be?
Hi, what's up? Oh yeah, Andy's not here.
Hey, yo, baby!
Yeah, fuck it, we'll go with that one.
We'll just work with that one. Whatever, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you ready for today?
Dude, I'm fucking loving today. Man.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because I'm like really excited to talk about all this E3 like stuff.
Yeah, so this is our E3 post show, and
I mean, I was gonna do that, but all right, since you like to talk so much,
I
go ahead.
apologize. Well, no, dude, you're gonna do a lot of talking on this one, so
I hope so.
So I'm fine with going ahead and taking a little bit of the lead.
Go for it then.
But dude, we were wrong on basically all of our pre-show thoughts, which is funny, and I'm fine with that. To me, it was hilarious. But yeah, so let's go ahead, just drop completely into it head first. So the very first thing that happened was part of the Summer Gaming Showcase. And with that, we got to see the first look of the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands trailer. So
yeah, but all we got was a trailer, dude.
Yes, all we got was a trailer. We talked before about whether this is going to be a Miles Morales to PS4 Spider-Man type of game, or whether it's going to be a full-blown game within itself. And I'm happy to say that I don't know yet.
Nobody knows. Between the three of us, but
yes,
it's two of us. So
yeah.
Between us, no, I don't think either of us know what to expect. But in Borderlands fashion, it's gonna be Borderland-esque.
Yeah. So what we do know is that it is going to be a hack and slash, so sword, shield, shit like that, as well as a looter shooter, which just goes with the traditional Borderlands feel.
So I know, so when I watched this trailer, I did watch a little bit of them talking about it. So I know that they did take, not a large portion, but they did take a portion or a section out of the one Tiny Tina DLC. Mm-hmm. So you're going to see some of the characters and stuff like that transfer over into this.
Yes, from the Bunkers and Badasses.
Which is perfectly fine,
yes,
because that DLC was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And I think that was the first thought with Gearbox of going ahead and saying, let's go ahead and make this game. I mean, like, everybody
loves Tiny Tina, yeah, right?
Yes.
So why not just give us what we want? Like,
yeah, so just so everybody knows, I have it pulled up right now in the studio to go ahead and kind of give us. I mean, while we're talking about it, we can go ahead and watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I like the cinematics and stuff like that.
Because I mean, so in the game we are going to have some type of dragons, we are going to have goblins, we are going to have wyverns.
Yep.
So I mean, like that looked like King Shark to me. I don't know what the hell is happening with that. That made no goddamn sense.
Right. Exactly. But now here's my thing. Because it's Borderlands, and in Borderlands fashion, are they trying to be funny, or are these actually these people are going to be voice acting?
So the people that are going to be a part of this game, is you have Andy Samberg, you have Wanda
so
Sykes.
Here you go, starring Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it as it comes
Wanda
up. Wanda Sykes,
yeah.
Yep. Hold on. Will Arnett.
Yeah,
dude,
Lego Batman.
Yeah. Ashley, I don't know who that is. Ashley
Tiny
Birch.
Tina.
Oh, that's right.
Tina
That's right.
Yes.
Duh.
And then the greatest horse in the world,
Butt Stallion.
Butt Stallion.
My name is Butt Stallion. Butt Stallion.
Yeah, so
Butt Stallion likes to do butt stuff.
So we're more than excited for this game, but at the same time, like I said before, we have no idea when the hell this is actually coming out. So we got no information other than the trailer. But as well as that, we also got
words, use them.
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, no. So look, I mean, we're getting a Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Okay.
You mean, so that's going to be coming out soon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I had to think about it for a second.
Metal Slugs. We're getting a tactic game on that. That's going to be pretty neat when that comes out. Among Us, which we will talk about a little bit later, that is going to be coming to Game Pass very soon. And then one of the games that that I'm really excited for. Well, I'm not excited for it, but I'm definitely curious about. And we just watched the trailer for it, Elden Ring.
Okay, so quick breakdown on that. I like the idea.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Here's my thing, and I brought this up. It's 2021. Why do the hands look like shit? Every video game, right? So hold on. Every video game that we have seen, and you look at their hands, you look at their fiddly bidgets.
Yes. What the hell did you call them?
Fiddly bidgets.
Fiddly bitches. Okay.
Yeah, you don't like that?
No. I love it. I'm just making sure I heard it right. Okay. But no. So just to go ahead and break it down a little bit for us again. We watched the Ubisoft showcase together. Before we recorded, and we also watched the Microsoft and Bethesda. So
yeah. Bethesda, Microsoft. 30 games were shown.
Yes.
27 are going to be on the fucking Game Pass.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
And we are definitely going to dive more into that when we get to it.
Oh.
But
Jesus.
but what we did talk about with Ubisoft was the Rainbow Six Extraction, because you were talking about the hands, because once again, they can't get hands right.
Yeah, why? Why have we been playing video games for so many years and the hands still look like they're from the PlayStation 2 era?
You're not wrong.
I mean, how is that still a thing?
You're not wrong.
Right? So you got all these cool things on your fiddly bidgets. How come your hands still look like a fucking toddler's holding a weapon?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. So going back to Elden Ring, this game is like, so the director of the game is the same guy who does the Dark Souls games.
No, of course. But here's the thing. That makes sense to me, because if you look at the gameplay,
the style
of the gameplay is you're dodging, you're getting out of the way, you're blocking, you're charging up, you're parrying, you're doing all that kind of stuff. Do we know that if you die, you like start all the way back,
whether it's a roguelike or not?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And why does it look like it was made for the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, you were talking about how the graphics
look. So here's my thing, and I'm going to break it to everybody right now. I'm in a fantastic mood, but
you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be honestly, I'm going to be kind of a downer today. I'm going to be realistic and honest about every expectation that I have seen on these games. It's just how I'm going to be. Somebody's got to do it. Andy's not here, so
I'm fine with it.
You continue.
All right. So, what else we got with with that first main real day of the showcases? We also got the Guerrilla Collective.
Now, remember, I told you. Okay. Now, Wes did me a favor, and he's like, "Hey, watch these. We'll talk about them. This, that, and the third." The Guerrilla Collective was like an hour and change, and actually, if I watched the full stream, it was 3 hours.
Yeah, a lot of the streams were like that.
There was no way I was. There was no way I was doing it.
Not at all.
I was like, "Hey, there's not enough time in the day to do this."
But what we did get
Yeah.
from some of them, which was actually pretty cool to go ahead and check out, was that we got the Origami 2.
Yo, that looks so dope.
That game looks incredible. It really does.
So wait, that's the one where you're like,
you're a ninja.
Yeah, you're a ninja. You can literally sneak past like enemies and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna play the trailer again?
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, dude, there were a lot of shit. I mean, like Slime Heroes was another game that was a part of it. You know what I mean? Severed Steel. You know what I mean? Demon's Mirror, which is actually really weird to watch.
Yeah, but Origami.
Yeah, Origami 2 was
looks so cool.
It was so neat.
It looks so cool.
And once again, it's just Guerrilla. Just look, when we first talked about what we wanted to see from Guerrilla, obviously we were talking about Horizon.
Yeah, but see now,
because
you're not going
of
to
the
see
fact.
that.
Look, we
You'll
didn't
see
see
that
a
on the
single thing because of the fact that
it's Sony.
It's Sony.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, man, I was woefully ignorant with going ahead and thinking about what we could see, but I'm definitely glad at what I saw.
But this has got potential.
Yeah.
Again, graphics are a little lackluster, but that's okay. That's okay
it
because
kind of has an indie feel to it.
And that's what I was going to say. It has more of like an indie look / feel to it, which is okay. And I feel like because the entire game looks like this, it's not like certain parts look really good.
Yeah.
And then other parts are dumbed down.
And also, another thing about it is that it looks very stealth. Which is much more your alley.
Mine, Andy.
Yeah, you guys love playing.
Yeah.
I enjoy stealth games. I don't mind getting dirty when I have to.
The way that this is drawn is interesting.
It is
not in a bad way though.
No, I agree.
Yeah, this looks really good.
Yeah, I love the double jump into that smoke.
Yeah, dude, like that's dope. That's sick. right? Like,
Yeah. So another game that that you and I talked about that
Yes.
we're actually really excited for is called Bullets Per Minute.
BPM, dog. BPM. That bullets per minute is basically a Beat Saber style game. And the reason I say this is because that's what they said. So there's basically a Beat Saber style game. You have to kill enemies and move to the beat that's going on in the game. If you make one incorrect movement that's not in line with the beat, you could potentially die.
So
Like, what? Who's that? What drugs did you take, and how long did it take you to, like, where did this idea come from? I love it.
So the real cool thing with Bullets Per Minute is it is a rock opera game.
Yeah, like, what?
So the music that you have, and actually just from what I was able to watch and what I was able to understand, it actually falls a little more along the lines of you can only shoot on beat. You can't shoot off beat.
No, exactly. So you have to make sure
you reload on beat. Now you can walk around. That's perfectly fine. That's not controlled by the music.
But see, they made it seem like it was when they talked about it. So maybe it is in like certain fight sequences.
Maybe. But yeah. So
and
then also when it comes down to like essentially like what we consider like a finisher move.
Yeah.
You actually control the music at that point.
Yeah.
So your kill shots actually cause the crescendo, the vibrato, and then the final.
I'm so glad you're saying all this because if I was to try and say any of these words, and I have not had an alcoholic beverage at all today, I would have eaten my tongue 10 times.
Yeah, Look, man, I was a singer at one point. So I do know some of these words.
Yeah.
But So with the with the final kill shot, it's like a huge crescendo of music to where it's just like, bah! It's just it is.
What's that word mean?
Crescendo?
Yes.
Crescendo is to like have like low volume and then increase the volume incrementally.
I just wanted to see like how versed you were in music terms.
I mean, like I'm not an operatic singer, but
yeah, but that's okay.
I know my shit.
You're versed enough.
Next one we're going to talk about is Ubisoft. Okay, well, no. So let's
you are all over the place today. Jesus fuck.
It is what I've been up since 4:45 this morning. Let's go.
Continue.
Okay, so I want to give grades for everything.
Grades.
All right. Yeah. So, Guerrilla Collective Showcase. Now, look, both of us didn't watch the entire thing, and I
that's
get
because
that.
the Collective was way too fucking long.
Yeah, it was long. But from what because look, I mean, I did see more than just Origami 2 and BPM.
Yeah, well, BPM and Origami 2 are the only
two.
two that were interesting. Let's be honest here.
So, I mean, look, but all in, plus what I know Guerrilla can do, I'm gonna give them a solid C+. I don't know, what you think?
For what now? What did you just give? What now?
Grade for Guerrilla Collective.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you on the C. On that whole C, John, that's where it's staying.
All right, so the next one we're gonna talk about is Ubisoft.
Oof,
all right,
there's a lot going on here.
There is a lot going on with Ubisoft. So the first thing we got a cinematic trailer, which turned into a gameplay trailer of Rainbow Six Extraction.
Yeah. This is where the hands fucking. This is where this is like the first.
Yeah. This was Anthony's first thing about hands being weird, but to go ahead and break the game down, it's essentially Rainbow Six Quarantine, but now the enemy has evolved, so now you need to go ahead and play as such. So with the game, first of all, the game's going to be the game's going to be coming out early 2022, and honestly, I really enjoyed how the gameplay looked. The gameplay actually looked pretty good. I mean, you're able to like lean and shoot. You kind of like look around corners, and and shoot. I mean, most of it seemed very stealthish.
So that whole that whole around the corner deal is like it's like what like those games are known for.
True.
Like up and over the top.
Yeah.
Peeking around the corner.
Just classic video game
However,
tropes.
I really, really like the idea behind this.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Now, this is another issue I have with this game. It's not just the hands. Okay. Fuck that. I'm over it. I mean, I'm not over it, but I'm over it. Anyway.
Over it enough.
I'm over it enough, yeah. So, the question I have is, and I think they said this, and I might have missed it. You can only roll 3 deep with this game, right?
That's what it looked like.
Oh, God. Why? We had this conversation offline. Look, video game companies, knock it the fuck off. Okay? There's people like to play in more than just, threes. People like to play, 2s, 3s, maybe
Fours.
the option of 4s. Oh, I don't know. We watched the trailer for fucking Diablo 2 Resurrected? Yeah, whatever. So I'm going with
Resurrected. Yeah, no, you're right.
and you can play up to fucking 8 people. 8-player co-op. Hi. Thanks for the option. Appreciate it. Like, why the fuck
you're not wrong.
why are you giving me the option to play with 2 people?
You're not
How
wrong.
about 3 people? Right? 3's the company, 4's a crowd, right? So let's have that crowd again, please. Fuck. Why? Why do companies got to make things so difficult?
Well, I mean, look, I run into this all the time with Destiny. I run into it with Outriders. It's just something that just pisses me off personally. Look, I'm in the same boat. The next thing we're going to talk about is actually something I was actually excited for. I thought it was pretty cool. It's called Rocksmith Plus.
Oh yeah, this is all you.
The
Go ahead.
Rocksmith games came out freaking like probably 5-6 years ago. And essentially what you can do with the game is you can plug in a electric guitar in the original Rocksmith games into your console. And then you can go ahead and actually learn how to play guitar with this game.
Oh yeah, and so we did pose the question of how much, because you told me it's a subscription monthly.
Yes.
And we did pose that question of how much would it cost to actually learn how to play the guitar. Cheaper than if you were to fucking go and have somebody teach you. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is true.
It was $14.99
Yes.
a month, and I think the original cost of the game was probably I didn't look that up. The original one currently for like the PlayStation 4 and shit like that is sitting at $39.
Yeah.
Brand new.
After being out for like 4 or 5 years,
Right.
Still going ahead and sit. Like, dude,
So-
there's a reason why.
Right. And that's so if music is or has become a passion for you,
Which a lot of people in the pandemic it has.
absolutely. If that is something that has sparked an interest for you and it's $40 for the startup and $15 a month to learn how to play the guitar with, mind you, an ever expanding
Catalog.
library of music,
Yes.
I say go for it.
Yeah.
It's an amazing opportunity to just pick yourself up and learn something new.
Now, another
You know what I mean?
really cool thing about this is that now it is no longer limited to the electric guitar. Now, via the phone and the app that they have for the Rocksmith Plus,
Totally didn't say that.
you can go ahead and also use your acoustic guitar, or you could actually go ahead and play bass as well on this to go ahead and learn how to play bass.
Yeah, I mean that's
So you're giving such an expansive just ability to learn, and for somebody who is quite a novice at guitar, and I use novice loosely because I'm not good.
all right,
I have an electric, I have an acoustic, and I'm still not good.
I have both, and I don't use either.
Well, it's funny. I was actually thinking today on my ride home on my drive home from work about pulling the guitar out today. But
Look at you.
we'll see. I might not. I might just continue drinking. But
That's
a good idea, right?
not a terrible idea. I might go home and drink.
But yeah, so Rocksmith Plus is going to be coming to us soon, and I'm actually, I don't know if I'm going to do the subscription. I thought before about picking it up for the PS4 because it has you have an adapter that that it's a like the 1.25 plug that you normally have for a guitar.
Yeah.
It goes into that, and then it goes into a USB that plugs into the system.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So I might look at that at some point. So the next thing we have is called Riders Republic. Now, you and I were talking about this. That's that one with all the extreme sports.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm over it.
Now, the game, we did see something about this last year at E3, I believe, or at one of the Ubisoft Forward events.
We saw
within last year.
It was actually, I think, the one right after I got home from the deployment, and they talked about, that's when they first talked about Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes.
They brought that to light, and it was like, and I think I mentioned it then, same thing now. You know what it is? It's the game Steep on steroids.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Steep was also created by Ubisoft. The only difference is I think Steep was based around skiing, snowboarding, winter sports. Now, it did have wingsuits and all that other kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's basically just a newer version, upgraded version of that. And if that's your style of game,
Go on with it.
By all means, enjoy it.
So with Riders Republic, you were able to do activities such as mountain biking, wingsuit flying, and snowboarding. I mean, as well as a handful of other things.
Sounds like Steep.
And I mean, it is an open world gameplay. Like a Horizon and the Crew.
Sounds like Steep.
Okay, I didn't realize that Steep was open world as well.
I think you had a starting point, but basically you could go from point A to point B, but you could, while you were going that way, you could find any way possible to get there.
Okay. So the next thing we have is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What we got from them was a new DLC that they're talking about called The Siege of Paris. And obviously with that, you get a whole new setting. You also get to deal with some new NPCs. Living through your life, and you get to go ahead and just handle. There's this new like historic type thing that they have as a part of it as well. We didn't watch it. Within the Ubisoft. I fast forwarded past it unknowingly. I forgot about it until just right now.
Dope.
So with these castles and all these other places that you can conquer.
Okay.
There's actually you can actually go back in and look at historic like events that have happened at that place.
Okay.
And you can like read about it and stuff like that. So I thought that was actually pretty cool.
I mean, with the Assassin's Creed games, they've always been pretty good with like history related stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I'll wait for this game. It's not that it's not
nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not that I don't want to play it, because I definitely do.
Yeah.
Right? Because I love all Assassin's Creed games. I don't particularly like the way that they have gone. That's just my opinion. However, at the end of the day, I'm still going to give it a try. I'm not going to knock it completely, even though I think I have previously in other podcasts knocked the shit out of this game for the way that they've gone. But I need to be realistic here, and I at least have to give the game a chance before I say F off.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope.
This looks like a lot of fun. I didn't play the first one.
So the first one.
So this is you.
Yeah. So I watched my daughter play this one on the Switch, and it was a turn-based game that you can go ahead. You can like go up to like hide, like bunker down somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you can like turn a quarter and shoot at an enemy. And when you put yourself towards the enemy, you can see a percentage of what the percentages you're going to hit them.
Okay.
So it's like 25%, 0%, 50%, 100%, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And it actually looked like a pretty cool game, and she had a lot of fun playing with it. So the new one is called Spark of Hope, and you are going against an alien like adversary. Look, you're moving way beyond Mushroom Kingdom. Okay, dude, you're out in space now. You're inhabiting other planets now. And the Rabbids. What the Rabbids are known for is they're able to go ahead and conform to basically anywhere to go ahead and continue to survive.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah. So so that's gonna be coming soon. It is very different from what you normally see.
Yeah.
And plus, this was in collaboration with Nintendo,
which is pretty. That's pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Going ahead and having Mario be just looking at this 3D character actually being badass.
Yeah.
Run with it 100%. The next one we're going to talk about is the last one that we saw within the Ubisoft showcase itself, and you are moving yourself back to Pandora to going ahead and flying on the whatever the hell those things are called actually, or you might be able to go ahead and hang out and be a human and walk on one of the mechanical things.
Motherfucker, what are you talking about?
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh yeah, I have a little bit of an issue with this. Well,
go at it.
So here's my thing. In 2009, they created James Cameron's The Avatar, which was based after the movie.
Yes.
Now, it looked like IGN actually gave it a 4 out of 5. I played it personally. It wasn't terrible. It really wasn't a terrible game. It was a great idea at the time. It was for PlayStation 3, Xbox, something 360, I think. And I'm going to stop there because I don't want to quote anything else and not be right.
Okay. Works.
It wasn't a bad game, and you had the option to play as the Na'vi.
Yes.
Okay. Or human. And I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the game you could choose, and then you could play throughout the entire game as one. And then if you wanted to, you go back to the beginning
and play as the other.
Okay. You play as both rules. However, I don't know if this is like a new version of that where they're adding new things. So I have a lot of, it's not that I have issues, I have questions.
Yes.
That I would like to have answered. So do I get to create my own Na'vi? Do I get to, is it RPG based elements? I need more. it's not that I'm not interested. I need more because I am interested, and I don't want it to fall flat on its face like the previous Avatar game. I want look. I'm looking at it right now. This looks fucking cool, and it's
the graphics look incredible.
The graphics do look incredible, and the hands don't look terrible.
Well, I mean, they also only have 3 fingers on their hands.
Right, so fiddly bitches make it easy on this one. So the thing is if they did this right, and you give me RPG elements, like being able to level up my character, put certain, aspects and particular parts of the character, create my own Navi.
Yes.
If you give me that, I mean, you might have something. You might be onto something here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So what we do know as of right now is that it is a first-person action-adventure game.
So it's first person.
It's first person.
Interesting.
So, which means that
the first game was third person.
Depending on what you're doing, you will be able to see like the arms and the hands
And that's it.
of whoever you are. Now, whether we are Navi or whether we are human, I'm guessing. Okay,
so this one looks more.
I'm thinking it might lean more towards us being Navi.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. Like the trailer that we saw looks like you're Navi, and that's it. I'm okay with that.
Now the cool part is that this is a game that.
Okay, so I can see it from here. It says, will be a first-person open-world action-adventure game set in the Western Frontier, a never-before-seen part of Pandora featuring a living and
reactive world.
Thank you, I couldn't see that.
Now, that is one of the cooler parts about Pandora itself.
Yeah.
When when you're walking on things, bioluminescence happen. You know what I'm saying? Things fly and then they fly around you because they're sentient. Like it makes it very, very interesting.
Yeah. So, like I said, if you and it says action adventure, so there could be an RPG element in here.
That's what I'm thinking.
And if that's the case, I would like to see what this is like on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
With the haptic feedback.
Yes. And also, if you're Navi, then dude, you're pulling bows.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feel that. Huh. All right.
All right, so the last one that we have to talk about with Ubisoft is the one that we
Far Cry 6?
Yeah,
dope. Yeah,
we decided to wait for it, so it's going to be Far Cry 6. We got a story trailer which had to do with Diego trying to get away from his father, and what ended up happening is his father ended up on the boat where he was, and he essentially told the military that was there to kill everyone on the boat.
Yeah.
The lights went black, and we know nothing from there.
We do know because there were screams.
Yes, but and then Danny
gunshots.
survives obviously because the fact that, you play as her in the game.
So I have a lot of questions for this game, and I know we'll find out when we play it. But who is she in comparison to? Thank you. In relation to the dictator.
Yes.
Who is she in relation to the son of the dictator?
Yes, Anton Castillo.
Thank you. Where does her hatred stem from?
Yes.
I get it. He's a dictator. You want to better yourself and your people and your country, and you want to make it. But where? How did it start? Do I get to find this out during the game? This is all stuff. As soon as I saw this trailer, and I've had these questions actually pretty much since the beginning. When we find out who we actually got to play as, I need more. Right now, I'm foaming at the mouth. Right, I'm frothing at the bits, as you would say. I need more information. However, the trailer into the gameplay that we saw a little while ago, flawless.
It looks
literally clean. It's a fluid movement from one to the other. You can't even fucking tell. You're
yes.
Oh my god.
And look, we already know with this game, there are going to be customizable weapons.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty dope.
Yeah, there's a gun that shoots CDs that play the Macarena.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to sneak up on somebody and shoot him in the back of the head with that thing.
Hey Macarena, hey
That's
Macarena, hey Macarena.
Yeah, you did the Macarena.
So another thing that I'm actually really excited for is going to be the Far Cry 6 season pass.
Yeah,
so
that was fucking
they
dope, dude.
They decided to make emphasis on talking about the content post game.
Yeah, my favorite, if I may.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to play as the villains. You
Yeah.
get to go inside the brains, inside the mind of the villains from the past, like Voss.
Yes.
Fucking love
And
that
Joseph
dude.
C.
Oh,
and what's his name? Pagan?
yeah, sure. I don't remember him.
I don't know how to say
play-
his name.
We're gonna go with that. That's exactly what we're gonna go with. So look, here's my thing. I've played all of those. I played them all, but my two most memorable villains, and I slurred that word.
Memorable.
Thank you. And I'm not drinking. Is Voss and Joseph Seed.
Yes.
Like there's just something so sadistic about the two of them. And I think we talked about this when we actually did the Far Cry games, when we did the breakdown of the Far Cry games. There's just they have that. They're sadistic into the point where it's almost like you could see that on the street at any one point in time.
Yes.
And you're like, wow, fuck, they did a good job.
Yes.
And
plus, going ahead and adding in the guerrilla warfare. You know what I mean? You mean your main way of fighting is fighting in the cities.
Yep.
Or in the towns.
Yep.
On the streets.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
I got a lot of questions for this game, and hopefully they get answered before the game drops.
Yeah.
But again, Far Cry, as always, story. It's going to be insane. It's going to be fucking phenomenal.
Agreed.
Like every part of this story is you're going to like at any one point of the game, if you're doing side missions or main mission, you're going to be like your brain's just going to explode.
I agree. All right, so let's give our grade for Ubisoft. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna stick with the B+. The only reason is, and it's not that I'm being a Debbie Downer, but I need more on Avatar and I need more on Far Cry.
Okay.
That grade could easily change, and I can come back to it. I will come back to it. I need some answers. I want some answers.
And look, I agree with you. I actually gave the same grade. I give
Okay.
it a B+. And it's something that look, when we get more, we're going to be very, very, very happy for it.
I hope so.
So the next one I'm going to talk about is one that I'm pissed.
Yeah, this.
I am so fucking mad.
No, you're more mad than I am because
Yes.
like this is more near and dear to you than it is for me.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we talked about this off mic, and this entire showcase, funny as it was lackluster.
Very.
Like they did. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. 50% of what they talked about was the fucking movie. Like, that's not why I'm here. E3 is an event for video games. Cool, you can mention what you're doing with your movie, but I don't need to see fucking tiny-ass 5'0" Kevin Hart talking about, like, I don't care.
So what we're talking about here is the Gearbox showcase.
Yeah.
Gearbox Entertainment presentation. So
I don't care.
And look, I agree with you on that because I look at it as about 40% was the movie. Well, not so. 40% was the movie. 40%. The other 40% was talking about that Homeworld 3 game.
Which we have nothing on.
That we have nothing on for the last 2 years.
Yep.
And then the other 20% of it is Godfall.
Which is literally a DLC.
Yes.
And a port over for PlayStation 4. But you know what, though? Here's the thing. I did think that was pretty cool, that you're getting it for PlayStation 4, and you're getting a free upgrade for PlayStation 5.
Yes.
So, and...
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that.
I mean, I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like, that I can get behind.
Yeah, so Godfall's expansion is called Fire and Darkness Lightbringer.
I mean, it looks good.
And what you're essentially doing is you are trying... you have new quests to save the Fire Realm.
Right.
And you get 40 plus new weapons and loot items. I mean, dude, you get so much stuff with this. And like I said, it's actually pretty cool. Like, whenever it comes on sale, I'll pick up Godfall and play it. Jacob from the Spaghetti Boys, I mean, he enjoyed the game. You know what I mean?
He enjoyed it, which means it was short.
I mean, I've heard him talk about it. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that long of a game. But yeah, man. And yeah, a lot of what they did, they talked about the Borderlands movie. They talked about, how they felt about it, everything going on, because, but like, I don't care. You're like, if you're going to talk about the movie, show me a trailer. Show me something from the movie to go ahead and make me excited for it. If not, then
you
don't
see
talk
Kevin
about
Hart
it.
walking out of his trailer at the end talking about how he's so happy to be playing Roland.
And then walking back in.
You're like, dog, I don't care. You're 5 foot. You're the same height as me. I mean, I get it. You're a good comedian. You're funny. You're pretty awesome, dude. Like, I guarantee you're one of the most humble people out there, and you would give any time of day to talk to anybody. So I'm not
hometown homie.
Yeah, exactly. I will never knock him on what he has done in his life and who he is as a person. Because if I got to meet him, I would be fucking starstruck, and I would probably be one of the happiest people in the world because he seems like an amazing human being. That aside, you should not be playing Roland. I'm sorry.
Look,
in my eyes, Roland
we all have talked about that.
Roland is like 6 foot plus, a whopping 200 pounds plus of fucking swollen old dieselness and fucking scares people. Like not fucking 5 foot, fucking fury of like a fucking kitty cat. Like, you need to chill.
All right. So
anyway,
with Gearbox, I will go ahead and
they can fuck off. They can fuck right off.
I'm giving him a D-. The reason why it's not an absolute fail number is because we got the Godfall stuff.
You said D-.
D-.
I'm going to go with a D.
It is the lowest D that I could give.
I'm going to go with a D+. Now,
okay.
Here's why. And actually, you didn't talk about this, and this is the only fucking game that interested me in the entirety of the Gearbox was Tribes of Midgard.
Okay.
Tribes of Midgard is a 10-player co-op game.
Yeah.
It comes out July 27th. It's going to be available for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Steam. So it seems like it's a Sony exclusive game for now.
I mean, look. Talking about. PC gets everything.
Yeah.
So so we put that aside when we talk about what's exclusive and what's not.
Right. However, the premise behind the game looks really cool. You can play it with your homies with up to 10 people. Like, did you not see that trailer at all? Like, you're looking like, I don't know what he's talking about.
No, I saw it. Sorry, dude. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm getting there.
Like, it just looks. It looks really fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I might give it a try.
All right, look, man. Yo, dude. If you find something within these 4 fucking days of of content, then then I consider it a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly.
I mean, I'm looking at my notes and. Fuck all. That's all I got is fucking Tribes of Midgard so far.
Yeah,
like,
no, I got you.
I really have nothing super exciting to look forward to. I mean, yeah, we have the big titles like Far Cry 6, but lately, and Andy and I have both said this, and you have too. Lately, I look for more of like the
unknown indie type feel.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I want to see what they have to bring to the table.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and. I don't know. I just
no. Look, I 100% agree with you because
E3 is the perfect opportunity for any game company to show what they have or showcase what they have.
As long as they're able to make their way to the dance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you gotta be able to get there to be able to show what you got.
Yeah, that's true.
Next one we're going to talk about is Square Enix. Square Enix didn't really have much, at least in my eyes.
I haven't seen.
I
didn't see any.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
All right, fuck me then.
Well, no.
Continue.
I'm trying to, but then you don't fuck. I'm trying to figure out how to politely say no. I will not. But let's go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go, attaboy. Fuck me. Oh yeah.
So with Square Enix, one of the first things we got, and they actually spent a insane amount of time on this, and it is the Guardians of the Galaxy game. So this game is one of those. I mean, it's very. Oh, look, it's Square Enix. I mean, so it kind of like looks like Avengers-ish, but you only play as Peter Quill. You're only Star-Lord in the game. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, the graphics look great. I mean, I'm not going to fight any of that. Like right now, we're pulling up some gameplay of Guardians of the Galaxy itself.
But here's the thing. Did you play the Avengers game?
I played the thing that I told you that I made the video for the demo. So I played some of it.
Okay, did you enjoy any of it? I need you to be honest, be realistic. Was it at all good?
No, I'm real rap. I did. I liked the game. It's just the fact that.
And why? I don't like how these characters look. Why does Square Enix decide every single time that they need to deviate from what the characters should look like?
Now, when you say that, the funny thing about it is that Drax and Gamora in this game actually look more towards their comic versions.
No, you're right. That I get. That I understand.
I mean,
I'm not arguing that.
I mean, Peter Peter being, I'm almost guaranteed that Peter Quill is a blonde in the comics. I'm not fully on it, but so one of the neat things about this game that that I will go ahead and say is that
be neat. I says it better be neat.
Well, no. So you are Quill, but you also tell people. You do combos with the other Guardians. Yeah. So so you do a combo with Drax or Gamora or Groot or Rocket. And in the trailer, you also see Mantis. In here as well. You see other characters that you don't know from the MCU that are still part of the comic book canon.
I mean, that's cool. I'm okay with that.
I mean, they're and also it's one of those games that your decisions matter. So like what we're watching right now is Drax is holding Rocket, and Drax is basically asking Quill or asking everybody in the group whether he should throw Rocket. So that way he can go ahead and turn on a bridge on the other side.
Yeah, throw his ass across the John.
So look,
just fucking give it a good old yeet scream,
and that's what he does.
He made it.
But as you see in this hop, Rocket is furious that you let Drax throw him. It's like it gives you some of that like Fallout New Vegas, type of dynamic to where that what you do, those the other people might not like that. So your paragon is always shifting.
I gotcha.
And your paragon is always shifting within your own collective. So so I found that part pretty interesting as well. But no, it's a neat looking game. I'm not going to really argue about it too much. Another thing we got with Square Enix was that we got more DLCs from the Marvel's Avengers game to where you'll be able to play as Black Panther.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, it's in the War for Wakanda, I believe is what it's called. And then you also have the Wasteland Patrol, which is going to be coming out in July, and that one you're mainly playing as Hawkeye.
Yeah.
You have another game that's called Babylon's Fall, which is a hack and slash action game that actually it didn't look that bad. It's off the same people that made Nier, so Nier Automata and Nier Replicant.
Yep. Okay.
Same people that did those, so post-apocalyptic, type of stuff with machines. That's basically what they're good at.
I gotcha.
But the big things that came out of Square had to do with all of the Final Fantasy stuff. So they have done remasters of Final Fantasy
1 through 67?
1 through 6.
67?
1 through 6.
Yeah, okay.
And you get better graphics, better gameplay, stuff like that. So cool, good on them.
Neat.
Excuse me. Another thing we got a new trailer for Life is Strange: True Colors, and that game is going to be dropping September 10th. And also the remaster collection of Life is Strange. So the first two episodic games, or
the first episodic game.
Wasn't there a second one as well?
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah,
that's right, because this is a new character.
Yes.
Yep. Because I have not played the second one yet. That's right. Nope. Yep. My bad.
Yeah. So the remaster collection is going to be dropping September 25th. And dude, the graphics. Because they didn't want to say to where it's like the old graphics and they scrolled through and gave you the new stuff, dude. It looks so good.
The crazy thing is the first one on the PlayStation 4, phenomenal. The graphics were fucking fantastic. I'm serious. They were really good.
For the time, yes, they were very good. But now, just everything is heightened. The detail is much more there. Everything just looks so much better.
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah, there's also another game that is called Stranger of Paradise, which is a Final Fantasy origin game. And, it looked cool. It had a it's obviously action combat type game. Obviously it's Final Fantasy. It makes sense to be that way. But I don't I'm just not a Final Fantasy guy. I never have been.
And
you know what I mean? They do not interest me to play.
They do nothing for you.
And
I get
dude,
it.
Number one, there's 14 of them right now, I think, or 16.
You mean 67 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And number two.
Because there's all the different versions and
I barely have enough time to play everything that I want to play as is, and then going ahead and going all the way back to Final Fantasy 1 and then moving my way all the way up.
Yeah, unless you're fucking a stay-at-home dad, which I know you're not.
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You a working man.
I try to be.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah. So I'm not expecting you to go ahead and throw a grade out because you didn't get a chance to watch it, which is fine.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I will give just because of what I know of the Final Fantasy community, because I do have friends that play it, and then also, I mean, what we're getting for the remaster for Life is Strange.
So here's my
I want to go
question.
ahead and give them just like a C+.
Okay, I was gonna say, how excited were your friends that played the Final Fantasy series?
They were very excited.
Okay, so take that into account for your grade as well.
Yeah.
Because if you have a large group of people who are super excited for this, then that should also take count in your.
Oh
grade
yeah,
as
no,
well.
yo, dude, they dug it. I mean, they really dug the fact of, I mean, all the new stuff coming with the Final Fantasies.
Sick. All right.
And then look, obviously, we also still have the Final Fantasy VII remake, Integrate, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the one where you have Yuffie that you can play as, I mean, which is a new character that you can actually fuck around with.
It's like the name of a dog. Yuffie, hey Yuffie, no, get out of the water. Yuffie, go away.
Now, yeah. So look, man. All in all, I'm gonna sit here and give it a solid C+.
All right. Cool.
So the next one that we're going to talk about is the
Hold on really quick. Last time we did something like this and we did grades, our buddy from the Twisted Cape, Mike Clyburn, fucking lit us up.
He did.
You remember that, right?
Yeah,
he was
did.
like, well, I was like, these are our grades though, not yours. He's my boy. I love him to death. But Mike, these are grades, dog.
So what Anthony's referring to is we got text messages. You know what I mean?
Text messages? This man went on like a rant. I mean, he was very polite.
But it was
still.
part of. I mean, it was part of one of last year's Microsoft showcases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And look, actually, what he said. I mean, at the end of the day, it actually made sense. I mean, we're shitting on it, and then we gave it like a B+. You know what I mean? I mean, I fully understand. I mean, where he came from with it, but it's all good.
That's why there are opinions.
True. And trust me, this one, for me at least, I mean, this one's going to be a different opinion. So the Xbox and Bethesda showcase is what we're going to talk about right now. And I want to go ahead and just talk right now. There were 30, because you said it earlier.
Yep.
30 games.
27. 27.
27 of the 30 are going to be
Day one.
either day one or they're going to be, I mean, Xbox exclusives. I mean, everything for Game Pass. So
good.
it is just absolutely insane.
Insane in the membrane.
So
Insane in the brain. Sorry. Fuck. We're gonna have to scrub that.
No.
All right. Cool.
No. I don't think so. Well, I mean, look, I mean, we'll find out
I
eventually.
guess we'll find out.
Yeah, YouTube will tell me.
Ah, fuck. They just cut like the whole fucking episode because we sang like 2 seconds worth of a song.
I mean, look,
Bastards.
I've left shit in that. I mean, that I sing or we sing, and it's fine. So, first thing we got from the Xbox showcase was Anthony's favorite guy, Todd Howard.
I fucking hate Todd Howard. Don't get me started.
But what he gave us was Starfield. So we got
Look, here's my thing. Really quick, I got to cut you off because
No, go
it's
ahead.
Todd Howard, right? This guy's a prick. Like, did you ever see like a mouse mate with like another mouse? And so he looks like a baby mouse. It's fucking terrible. Like, when he talks, he's like, every other word is a whistle.
I honestly don't pay that much.
Yeah, I picked up on it. It was like, I fucking hate this guy. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh man, I love this. So yeah, Starfield. Starfield is going to be coming to us November 11th, 2022. We got an alpha in-game trailer of everything we're going to see. And look, I'm waiting for more gameplay to actually go ahead and give my full opinion, but it looked pretty much just standard Bethesda.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I told you this offline while we were watching it. It looks like a mixture between Fallout.
Yes.
And what else did I say? No, actually, I'm pretty sure this is what I said verbatim. It literally looks like Fallout in space.
Yes. Which is also what you said what you want.
Yeah, no.
It is exactly what you want.
If that's what you're giving me,
hell yeah.
I one can only get so hard. I'm sorry, but I have there and came and sat. What? Anyway, look, listen, if that's what you're giving me, if you're giving us Fallout mixed with fucking outside spaces,
Yeah. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Go.
Like that's an exciting thing.
Yeah. No, look, and like I said, I mean, the game comes out November 11th, 2022. And when it comes out, it is going to be a day one game to Game Pass. So even if you don't even know if you want to be a part of it, if you have Game Pass, download the thing and just fucking try it. Because what's it hurt to play something that you're already paying for anyway? The next game we had was Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. Wow, I said that weird. Chernobyl. There you go.
Chernobyl.
This one
looks cool.
This one we got. Once again, we got gameplay as well as cinematic.
Yeah. So the gameplay looked pretty seamless. Again, issue with the hands is what it is. It's gonna be a reoccurring thing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, you've had how many years to perfect the smallest fucking part on a human body,
and yet you don't.
and yet it still looks like shit. Anyway, the only issues that I had with the game were obviously the hands and the weapons.
Yeah,
Not
you were talking about the gunfire sound.
It just sounded so 1990s.
Okay.
Like it like I keep saying this, like we have these new systems, or we have like this insane ability to make beautiful things, but yet at the end of the day, I don't know, it sounds like shit. I don't know. I got nothing else. It just sounds like shit.
Well, no, I got you.
And when I'm picking up items, right? Your PlayStation fucking 5, Xbox Series X, I'm fucking picking up items. I literally go to pick it up, and it like hovers over and then disappears into my hand.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, if I'm going to pick it up, let me pick it up. Like, show the guy
actually grabbing it.
Yeah, like,
grabbing
come on,
it and
dude.
actually holding it the right way.
It's not that fucking. I mean, okay, I can't say it's not that difficult.
No,
I do
devs,
not.
so.
Yeah, I do not know how to create a video game to save my life. However, it's not that fucking difficult. Like, come on. Like, it's small things like that like are the attention to detail things that I would love to see, especially in games like this, Stalker 2.
And it's funny because
great idea.
Because you were saying, you mean when they were looking over Chernobyl, you mean we were standing up top talking with the other guy.
Yeah.
You were talking about how detailed and pretty it was.
So quick breakdown, right? The background of
gorgeous
of Chernobyl, insane. The detail on the towers, the sky, the plants and all that kind of stuff. The detail on the guy's face and the way he looked. Mind you, they're speaking Russian, so the mouth is going to move differently than if they're speaking English, right?
Yeah.
So they and if you watched how when he was speaking Russian, it looked great. It was nice. It was crisp. It was fluid. It looked good. And then I hover over to pick something up, and it magically appears into my hand, or disappears off the screen.
I can fully understand your.
Or I fucking got toddler tiddly bitches.
But yeah, that game is definitely going to be coming out soon. Next one we have is Back 4 Blood, and this is made by the same people that did Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah.
So
it's Left 4 Dead. They're back for blood.
It's Left 4 Dead, but
they're back for blood.
The gameplay looked. It looked a little bit better.
It looked cleaner.
Yeah.
It looked cleaner.
Yeah, and that's another one that's going to be coming straight to Game Pass. And that one's going to be coming October 12th. Next one we had was just a cinematic trailer of basically just a still panoramic of a game called Contraband, which is going to be a new co-op open world game. It's made by Avalanche Studios, and we know nothing about it.
Yeah, which sucks because I'd like to. That's fuck. Why? Like, why do you do this? I mean, I know why you do it.
That would have been cool to have some. Have some information on that.
Yeah, just like even.
I mean, look, a co-op open world game. That's completely up our alley.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Just
fucking tell me.
Give me like co-op more than
co-op.
2 friends, so I'm not playing like 3 deep.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Fuckers. Really
next one we have was a new expansion that's going to be coming to the Pirate's Life game. It's called
the game is called Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. The expansion is called A Pirate's Life, and we are going to be dealing with the Pirates of the Caribbean's own Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'm curious about the game Sea of Thieves in itself.
Yes.
You told me.
I know a few people who play it.
And so here's the thing. Do they like it?
Yes.
I mean,
yes, they do.
But it looks fun.
It is so insanely cartoonish.
I'm okay with that. Sometimes those games are just fucking fun to dive in, and when you play them, you're like, it looks like it's pretty heavy story driven.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which is, dude, that's right up my alley.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm okay with the cartoonish. I don't mind that.
I don't think we have information yet on when that's actually going to be dropping the expansion. I think it's going to be later this summer.
Okay.
But I mean, look, you get Jack Sparrow, you get Davy Jones, you get Gibbs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I mean, honestly, it sounds like Calypso. You get as well. You know what I mean? Like, the
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
in the beginning of that trailer, that's
the
who
voodoo
it looked like and who
Yeah.
it sounded like. So yeah,
which is actually pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we find out a little more information about that soon. Another game we're going to be talking about is one that I honestly don't give a shit about.
Can we just skip it then? I mean, we'll mention it.
We'll mention, but we're just going to leave it at that. It's going to be Battlefield 2042. I
on to the
play,
next.
I don't. Well, no. See,
I know.
I want to give them a
fucking
little bit of something because
No. I got you.
you have Warcraft, Call of Duty Warcraft. It's free.
Warcraft.
Warzone. Sorry,
There you go.
my bad. Call of Duty Warzone. It's free. Correct.
Correct.
Fortnite.
Yep.
Free.
Yeah. I mean, you have
PUBG.
micro purchases and all that bullshit.
PUBG.
Yep.
Free.
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
Legends. Jesus
Free.
fuck. Yep.
Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, you're gonna
$70
What the fuck for just an online multiplayer
for an
game?
online multiplayer. Now that is the
My stomach literally hurts right now.
that is the part that pisses me off so much. Now look, it could be because I hate those style of games. It could be because you mean the fact that you have all these other ones that you can play. Also, when we talk about it later, the Halo game is also going to be free to play. Give me the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which is also a brand new fucking multiplayer you're gonna be able to play for free. But yet this fucking game you have to go ahead and pay $70 to play. Like, it makes no goddamn sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
None at all.
I'm
And
quite
honestly,
disappointed.
that's where I'm leaving it because I can't stand the thought.
Yeah, I remember when this fucking popped and it looked so cool. I was like, "Hey Wes, do they have a campaign?" this motherfucker looked me dead in the eyes, super angry by the way, and he was like, "No, it's multiplayer only." I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, that pissed me off a lot.
Yeah. I think
So yeah, chalk them to the side and go to the next. The next game we're going to talk about is 12 Minutes. So this is a kind of a interesting game. It's a time loop puzzle game.
I love puzzle games.
And it will come out on Game Pass August 19th.
So soon. You know, I just realized a lot of these games are coming out soon.
Now, this isn't the first time we're hearing about these games. These games were at E3 last year. A bunch of them.
Which I don't think I was not here
No,
for.
you're deployed.
Yeah.
But no, so 12 Minutes we knew about last year. And
Okay.
look, I'm excited for it because it's one of those games to where every time the 12 minutes resets, you're going to have to do something different in order to go ahead and learn more because it looks like you're being arrested for your father's murder.
And basically
for whatever reason. And
you get 12 minutes to try and solve the issue.
That's my guess. But
that's cool though.
Everything is over the top. You're basically looking at a living room slash kitchen in an apartment.
Exactly.
And that's it.
But it's a puzzle game, so
I love it.
You're gonna have to do certain. Yeah, you're gonna have to do certain things to unlock other things.
It's fine. I'm game with it.
No, I love that kind of stuff.
Next one we're going to have is Psychonauts 2, which is going to be coming out August 25th, and I'm cool with that. The game is wonky. And when I say wonky, I mean weird.
Somebody definitely had an amazing trip.
It is a weird looking game.
All you got to say.
It's a weird looking game, and I'm fine with that. I'm not arguing with that. But so that's going to be coming out August 25th. I don't have much more on it because I don't know much about it. I mean, it's one of those games that I've never really I never played the first Psychonauts game, and it looks neat because you're a psychic and you're diving into other people's minds. So so you're getting into their deepest, darkest thoughts. But that's about as far as I know.
Don't look at me. I don't know nothing about it.
No, you're good. The next one we're going to talk about, this is going to be a very, very quick one. It is Fallout 76, the DLC that's going to be coming out. It's called Steel Rain. It has to do with the Brotherhood of Steel. And also another thing we got is Welcome to the Pit, which is going to be an upcoming expedition. That's for Fallout 76. And that's it. We've already talked before about how we feel about 76. They did add a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's going from like No Man's Sky level to Hate to Love. I'm not sure. But I guess, somebody eventually will be able to tell me. The next one we're going to talk about is going to be Diablo 2 Resurrected. Now, we got a cinematic trailer, which looked like it also had some gameplay. The gameplay that we saw was actually at 4K at 60 frames per second.
I loved how during that trailer they showed
what the old school one looked
old
like.
School into the new, and it just looks beautiful.
Yes, it looks
really
great.
looks good.
So that game is going to be coming out on September 23rd. It's a remaster. It's Diablo 2 remaster.
That's okay. It's a remaster that's coming to Game Pass, right?
That I'm actually not sure. I don't see anything here exactly about it.
Let me look.
Next one I'm going to talk about is called Slime Rancher 2. This is a very weird game, and you actually said something really interesting about it, Anthony. You were like,
There's your first one?
well, but what I also said, this is a game with a gun that you can play with your kids.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you can play this game in front of your kids and you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like little gelatinous things that you can go ahead and suck up in this little gun and you shoot them back out. Not entirely sure what else is in there besides that. That game's going to be coming out in 2022. Another one we're going to talk about is Shredders. This is going to be another quick one. It is a snore. Jesus Christ, my drinking. It is a snowboarding game.
It has gotten out of control.
Yes. It is a snowboarding game that is going to be coming out in December of this year. And it looked like it had some real physics put to it. You know what I mean? As opposed to, you mean like Riders Republic like we talked about before. This one, this one seems like, when you jump off of like a ramp, the height and like the distance you go actually kind of makes sense.
So when they ended the trailer, it was really cool because it said for riders by riders.
Yes.
Which I thought, if that is really a true statement, right, then that game has a lot of room for growth, meaning it's going to be one of a kind of like a Tony Hawk, but obviously snowboards and shit like that. And I mean, it looked so good.
It did.
You know what I mean? Like, it looked really good.
No, it definitely looked clean. Next thing we're going to talk about, it's actually a game that I told you before we even started that it was a game that you and Andy would be extremely excited for.
Yeah, so if I can, really quick, I'm going to attempt this word. We both know I probably can't say it. But right now, Andy and I have both played A Plague Tale: Innocence. And Wes wouldn't tell me what this was until I heard that little girl's voice. It's a new Plague Tale, and it's A Plague Tale Requiem.
Good.
Yeah?
Requiem.
I always say rectum.
Damn near killed him.
Oh, you're funny.
I've been waiting for that joke.
I bet you have. Fuck.
All right, so yeah, we have the second installment of the live action or the action adventure survival horror game.
But they didn't give me a lot. All I saw was her with a fucking bow and arrow strapped to her back.
Still looked pretty cool.
She did look older.
Until the end of the trailer when they showed her as a girl.
Where they showed her as a little kid, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the like? What are you doing? It's gonna be good. Like I don't even care. It's going to be good because the one I'm playing now is fucking phenomenal. The graphics are good.
Yeah.
The story's really good.
Oh, actually, later on this year, there's actually going to be a remaster for the graphics for Innocence.
Seriously? And I'm playing it now?
Yeah.
What a fucking...
Oh, I thought about that when I heard that. I'm like,
Momo.
fuck, Anthony's going to be pissed.
I'm a fucking Momo. I could have just fucking waited. Jackass.
Another one that we had was a game called Atomic Heart, and all we got was a cinematic trailer. The game has been announced as a console exclusive for Game Pass day one. We don't know when. I'm guessing it's going to be 2022.
So this is the one... Is this the one that you kind of...
You mean kind of had like little wires coming out of the side of the head.
Yep.
You mean you had like a little spider dude you could like toss on things.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like it was like if Horizon didn't have to.
You know what it looked like? You know what it looked like? A better version of Cyberpunk 2077.
Very well. I mean, you're not wrong.
It actually might be. It actually might be a full version of what 2077 could have been.
I'm excited for whatever this game is going to give us. I mean, we don't have much right now.
No, but it looks good.
Yeah. And then we also got a game called Replace. And Replaced is a 2D apocalyptic landscape game. It was that side scroller, which had you looked 8-bit, but everything else behind you looked much more detailed.
Yep.
And that looked pretty cool.
That looked fucking dope. Like, all I know, I want to know the story behind that guy.
Yes.
Like, that dude looked like a badass.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, this dude parried an attack and then shot the motherfucker in the back of the head with a fucking pistol. I was like, who are you? Like, it was.
I did love how you said that.
It was so badass.
It worked out very well.
It was so cool.
Another one we got. So we got a little bit from Obsidian. We got their announcement for their new expansion pack on the Grounded game. It's called Shroom and Doom.
Yeah, you're gonna get Shrooms, Doom, and you can sit and you get fucking pets.
Yeah, you get little aphids as pets.
Oh yeah, and they have achievements now.
Yes, and they do have achievements now, which is actually something that a lot of people really wanted.
So there you go. Supposedly during the thing they said hey, we listened to you guys.
Yes, which is good.
Awesome.
Good. I mean, look, Obsidian's they're not a large developer.
That's
you know
good.
what I mean? So
They
so
heard
going ahead
their-
and actually listening to your people and being like, look, we're going to do what they want.
That's
it makes a
good.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
Another thing that we got from Obsidian was another cinematic trailer, but it was for eventually we're going to get an Outer Worlds 2. The trailer itself was hilarious to me.
It was funny. It was definitely funny. My question is, didn't Outer Worlds like just come out?
Outer Worlds came out like either 2 or 3 years ago. There was a DLC that just popped.
That's what you were
last year.
That's what it was that you were super excited about playing.
Okay.
That makes sense.
The DLC dropped last year. So going to, look, we're probably not going to see this game until at least 2023. I'm guessing. I mean, we didn't get anything about when it's going to come out.
We didn't get a date, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
But the funny thing about it was, you had like the voiceover guy. Talking about what's happening in the trailer because it was
slow motion shots,
slow motion
to make
jumping,
it look cool.
Yeah,
you're like, what the fuck?
Here's the light flares and you hear the big wah, and what does that mean? Like, he just kept on breaking it down.
Hey.
And you have the silhouette of the character because we don't have any actual detail of the character.
Yeah,
it was actually it was probably one of the more funny ones that I saw.
Love it.
So that game we have no idea when it's coming out, but it will be. Another one we have was Among Us. That's finally going to be coming to Xbox on June 15th, which actually already happened. Oh no, sorry, I got that wrong. Among Us, they're going to be bringing 15-player lobbies as of June 15th, but that part already happened. But the game is going to be coming to Xbox very soon. Mm-hmm. And look, Among Us is, a lot of people fucking played that game. That game won multiple fucking DICE awards and game awards. So eventually we'll play it. Eventually, we'll
at least we'll give her a good old college try.
You and I were talking about it. We'll get all of our podcast friends and go ahead, and just run around it.
Honestly,
too,
like that's the only way to play it.
Yeah,
like stabbing your best friend in the back. Yes, please.
Yeah, because the funny thing about it is that
try and get away with it. Yes, please.
Once that person gets killed, they cannot talk.
No, I know.
I know. Nobody can hear them, and they can't type in the chat either.
That's like something we need to play, and then all of us stream.
Yes,
simultaneously.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Like Twisted Cape, us, Spaghetti Boys, and just fucking all simultaneously fucking do it.
Yeah. Even go ahead and bring in some people from the network. Go ahead and bring some BRN.
Oh hell yeah!
Or make it a BRN total thing. That would be pretty cool too.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I talk with those guys all the time. We can definitely do something.
All right. I like it.
Another game that came out was, all right, this one I'm going to fuck the name up. Eden Chronicle.
Looks like
the 100 Heroes.
Yeah.
That one got delayed till 2023, but there's another version that is going to I can't remember what the hell it's called.
It's Eden Chronicles Rising.
Rising, there you go. Yeah, and that's going to be dropping next year.
22. Yep.
Yes.
22, and then that one's in 23.
We also got Age of Empires 4 was going to be announced, and it will release on October 28th for the Xbox Game Pass.
It looked pretty cool. But it's not my thing.
It looks like an over the top phone game.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's an over the top phone game.
Yeah, and I play enough phone games. I'm good. Now this one I know you weren't excited for at all, but I am because I've been waiting for this game to be coming to the consoles for a long ass time. Microsoft Flight Simulator is finally going to be coming to Xbox Series S and X on July 27th.
The only other person that's going to be more excited than you when he hears this, and he's going to like fucking helicopter all over his house and probably jizz in every separate corner of his room and whatever anyway, is Andy.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one, I think he's been talking about it more than you have.
Probably.
About getting a decent or a new or an amazing flight simulator. There you go.
Yeah, because,
two of you knuckleheads can fly together.
Probably could. Not going to lie. Yeah, so... that I'm excited for just because of the graphics. I want to see what the Great Barrier Reef looks like in that game. I want to see what the Eiffel Tower looks like I want to see what the pyramids. I want to see that type of stuff in the game.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not. I'll say it off mic.
Okay.
I'll say it off mic. Actually, you know what? I'll just text. No, I'm not even going to text you. That's even worse. Somebody would fucking read it and be like, "What?" No. I'll say it off mic and like turn my phone off.
Some of the other things that we got Horizon, Forza Horizon 5.
You know what? I didn't watch the trailer, but having played previous Forza Horizon games, they're fucking dope, man. They're always so much fun.
So that's going to be coming out November 7th of this year. Now,
I'm never going to knock those games.
Now, the new setting in the game is Mexico. And like one of the real great things about what we saw with the trailer was that, I mean, you saw what literally looked like a picture, an actual picture of like the desert in Mexico. And then you just see a car scream past, and then you're following the car.
So dude, this is going to be a plug.
The graphics on the game just look so insane.
This is going to be a little bit of a plug. You can always sketch it out if you want to, but there's a thing that I follow on YouTube, 1320 videos. Do a lot of racing stuff. A lot of it is down there.
Nice.
It's some pretty cool shit.
Nice. Now, another cool thing we're getting with the with Forza Horizon 5 is we are going to be getting new party maps, and it has to do with knocking down like bowling pins and stuff like that, and little mini games and shit like that. So I'm cool with it. It's not I don't play racing games anymore, but I know that this is the shit. This is the top notch when it comes out.
I will play that when it comes out.
Yeah,
hands down, I will play that. I always do. I always love those games.
Next thing we're going to talk about is something that I've been waiting for a long. I've been waiting for a year because we're waiting for when the fucking game was going to come out because they delayed the shit.
Why are you so aggressive?
Because of how mad I was initially.
Is this what I think you're going to say?
We're talking about Halo.
Oh, so good. God damn, that trailer looked fucking
We got
phenomenal.
A new story trailer. And they tell us that Cortana is back. We need to find her.
Yep, that right there just fucking sent my chubs skywards. When I heard that, I was like, "Oh, God,
the mission changes. It always does."
Oh,
yes, such a good line.
Fucking instant
such
hard on.
Good line.
So hard right now. Sorry.
Nah, you're all good. You're on the other side of the table. I'm good. I can't see nothing.
But you heard it. I'm kidding.
Kind of.
It's true.
What we're also going to be getting. All right, so we already know the game is going to be coming out holiday of 2021. That's what they told us. I'm guessing they're going to be doing another showcase some point soon to go ahead and give us an actual release date itself. But that is one of the games that is going to be coming day one Game Pass. And another thing that we got was the Halo Infinite multiplayer. Now, here's how we're going to break it down. Number one, multiplayer is free. All right, it's free. You don't got to fucking pay $70 for it. You don't got to worry about none of that bullshit.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope.
Number two, you have, dude, they have brought back like all the fucking weapons, dude. I saw gravity hammers, you know what I mean? Dude, obviously we're going to have needlers and, all the fucking brute guns, all that other shit.
The most exciting thing I think I ever saw was that goddamn armor at the very end of the multiplayer trailer.
The armor is customizable. And what we saw what you can actually get in the game.
Yep.
Is a samurai Spartan armor.
Yep, and on top of that, they fucking just they capped it off and just the creme on top of the fucking whatever you want to put creme on.
Creme de la creme?
Whatever. Anyway, they had the fucking sword.
Yes, the energy sword is back. And
this motherfucker done sliced and diced.
It looked fucking incredible.
Good. It looked so good.
So that is something that I am very excited for. I might actually fuck with it because normally I don't play multiplayer shit.
Well, that's not true. You and I threw down for a while on one of the Halo. I forget which one it was.
Back in the day, I did. Look.
Yeah, because I'm
years
tired of hearing
ago,
little kids scream in my ear.
I stopped playing them basically after I said Call of Duty was nothing to me. You know what I mean? I walked away from it because what Call of Duty did was they kept the price of the games the same, but they diminished this campaign and they increased the multiplayer.
I think that's what they're all doing.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Battlefield.
Yeah, they said fuck campaign. But so that one we're going to be getting holiday of this year, which is going to be absolutely fucking incredible. So the last trailer that we have for the Bethesda Xbox
this
showcase,
motherfucker just made me watch. Yo.
Yeah, so the game is called Redfall.
Bro, this is literally okay, all right. If the game, okay, hold on.
God, I love this.
Okay, if the game is going to be as good as the trailer just was. Now, we all know how trailers in games sometimes ha ha ha. Like you see that kind of trailer and then you're fucking third person overhead fucking playing the game. You're
Yeah.
like, well, that's not what I expected. So let's put it this way. Right, you got 4 characters. It looks like four multiplayer. So let's break this down. This is what I would like to see from this game, because all we saw was a trailer. So if you give me a multiplayer game, okay, which it could be. I'm not saying it's not. But if you give me a multiplayer game where I can play up to 4 people with the homies, right? It's literally like you're slaying vampires and demons, okay? And you have superpowers. What? Whose idea was this? Where were you sooner? Like, why was this not a thing before?
Yes.
Redfall.
Yeah, so number 1, it is an Arcane Studios game.
Okay, so here's the thing. But it said Bethesda. So I guess, is it Arcane Studios is with like what?
Arcane's part of the whole conglomerate.
Okay.
Gotcha. So Bethesda.
Yep.
ZeniMax essentially.
I got it.
Or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
that parent company. Yeah, that's what it's all is now.
I gotcha.
Now, just to go ahead and say, Arcane has made games such as Dishonored 2,
Okay.
the BioShock series.
Okay, so we're already fucking
Prey.
Yeah, dog. We're fucking going down the right path. All
Yes.
right. I'm not worried about
The
this game.
Wolfenstein games.
I'm not even fucking worried about this game then.
And Deathloop is another one.
Deathloop
which is one that we've talked about. I mean, because that one's actually coming to Xbox next year. It has a 1 year run as a exclusive for PlayStation.
Yeah.
But yes,
not fucking worried.
It is a vampire hunting shooting game that is going to be arriving summer of 2022, and it looks like it has an awesome mixture of supernatural spells, guns, and shooting wooden stakes.
Yeah, dog. What the fuck?
That was awesome.
It was, because like that, we always talk about, like, I say it all the time, and I know you have too, and Andy does as well. I like the unique. I like the different. I like that. That is something that I have not seen before.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Thank you, Bethesda.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and give our grade for the Microsoft Bethesda showcase.
I'm going to give it a fucking A-. Here's why. Not so much. So they're shitting out a lot of games here.
Mm-hmm.
But out of those fucking 30 games, 27 of them are going to be Game Pass.
I will give it a B+, and here's why I give it a B+.
Okay, that's fair.
I give it a B+ because, and this is something I've actually heard from a lot of people, and it makes a lot of sense to me.
I think the reason I gave it an A- is that Redfall. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I literally...
No, I got you. I got you on that. But with everything that we got, like most of it was summer of this or spring of this. I mean, we didn't get actual dates.
I can easily get behind that.
Number 2, you know what I mean? We didn't really get as much gameplay from it. I mean, like, dude, I wanted gameplay from Starfield. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's Stalker we got something from. I wanted actual gameplay from Halo Infinite, not just the multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, look, Redfall, I wasn't even expecting anything like Redfall.
Dude,
that kicks everything up a notch. But I think B+ would be a fair and solid grade.
That's definitely a fair grade, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only reason I gave it an A- instead of a B+.
Redfall. Yeah.
Like, I don't even need to see a gameplay. I'm fucking rock hard.
Rock
hard right now.
So the next one we're going to talk about is the Capcom presentation. Now, you already said before you did not watch this one, which is fine. I mean, look. So they talked about Resident Evil is getting a DLC. The Village is getting a DLC.
Already?
They are working on it now.
Already?
Yes, they're already working on it.
Jesus fuck. When did that game come out?
4 months ago?
Jesus.
5 months ago? Something like that?
Wow.
No, not even. Actually, less than that. Like only like maybe 2 months ago, something like that.
Oh my God.
I
mean, that's cool though.
We're also going to be getting a new Monster Hunter game. It's called Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin, and what it is
I have no issues with that because we always had so much fun throwing down on the game.
Yeah. So this one is one of those to where you have they're called your monsties, which is so a monster is your buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Pikachu to Ash type thing.
Right.
And and they run with you, and it's a turn-based game that you're battling other monsters out in the world. So it's very, very cool. I'm actually pretty game for it. In the Monster Hunter Rise game, there is a wolf Palamute. Which is essentially kind of like a Palico, but it's a wolf. Mm-hmm. You will see that in the Monster Hunter 2 story game.
Yeah.
So another thing that we're going to be getting from the Capcom is a game that actually was only ever released in Japan.
Ooh.
and it is now coming out to everybody else. It is called The Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2.
Yep.
I know nothing about this. So the only thing I know about it is what I saw, and you essentially play a detective called Hermlock Slomes, I believe is the name. I guess they had an issue with some copyright. But you are to solve problems and try to get people off of conviction cases. You're literally in there with a jury and everybody else trying to go ahead and prove somebody's innocence.
Mm-hmm.
Another I completely forgot about this. Another one you're gonna be getting is called Resident Evil Reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're getting from this is you get to actually play as either the heroes or villains of the previous Resident Evil games, and you basically battle against each other. You know what I mean? It's essentially think of like GoldenEye.
Okay.
You know what I mean? GoldenEye multiplayer, but doing that as Resident Evil with Resident Evil characters. So with that and with Capcom, look, knowing that Resident Evil Village is going to be getting a DLC, knowing about the new Monster Hunter game, which actually looks pretty cool, I will give this game. I'll give them a solid B. And you mean I
didn't watch it.
Yeah, you didn't watch it, so
I'm not giving it a grade. Okay, you know what? I'm still not going to give it a grade, but I am excited to see more about Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Stories 2, The Wings of Ruin. Yeah. So the next one we're going to talk about, and this is actually the final one that we're going to talk about, and this is going to be the Nintendo Direct that happened. So we got a new. Actually, they started this off with a new Smash Brothers Ultimate character. Starting it off with a character, I'm fine with. When it comes to the directs, I don't want them ending with Smash. You know what I mean?
Like they did before.
Yes. So who we are getting Kazumi Mishima, which is from Tekken. Okay. Jin, you mean his father.
Yep.
We are getting in the now in Smash Brothers world. So another thing we're going to get is they announced that the Life is Strange Remaster Collection and True Color is going to be coming out on Nintendo Switch as well.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, and with that is going to be the heightened graphics. And I'm curious, because of the heightened graphics, maybe later on this year we might hear something about a Nintendo Switch Pro because of the 4K capability of what a Pro probably could do.
Yeah.
Another game we got was called Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. That's going to be coming out October 5th. Mario Party Superstars is going to be playing. Now we can now play online and even play with random online users. That's going to be coming out October 29th. So
that is pretty cool.
You could be at your house. Yep. Andy's at his house. I'm at my house.
Yep.
All of us and our wives.
That's collectively where we live.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Yeah.
All of us and our wives could actually play this game, and we all can play on the same game.
That's pretty cool.
So that's pretty fucking sick. I love that.
That's neat.
Probably one of the biggest things that I saw with Nintendo was we got a 2D platformer, and it's the 5th game within the Metroid series. It is called Metroid Dread.
That looks cool.
It's coming out October 8th. It is just like other Metroid games. It's a side scroller, but the cool thing about it is
but let me see what it looks like. I like the armor.
Yeah, Samus looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she looks great.
It's not like your traditional like red and gold armor. Like this shit's like white, red, teal, green, gold.
Yeah, it's not that standard red and...
It's like red, blue, and gold or some shit like that. Like it's definitely looks different.
She shot a rocket in the front of that motherfucker and it did nothing.
Yeah, that's why you run. And you run.
So this is how the game actually looks.
This motherfucker's chasing you?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yes, and you can mantle in the game too.
Yo, but my thing is like, is this the beginning of the game? Like, ain't nobody need that shit.
So this is what happens when you die. So like, so you get caught in a cutscene.
Of course you do.
Like that was pretty legit.
That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks really good. I can get behind that.
So here's more of it. Yeah, you can bounce off the walls. Like I said, you can mantle, which is pretty legit. You can go ahead and looks like you can upgrade the gun.
It looks so good.
You have some melee ability too as well.
Yep. This is gonna be a thing. This is definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah, this will be a fun one to go ahead and fuck around with on the Switch. And I mean, look, this one really gave everybody, at least in my opinion, everybody a reason to be able to actually play on their Switch again. You know what I mean? Other than the standard like Pokemon and everything else that people would normally play. So yeah, that game's going to be coming out October 8th. Another thing we got was the Mario Golf Super Rush. And I mean, they explained a little more about the gameplay and the game modes in it. And and they also talked about some of the updates, which are going to be free updates that are going to happen with new characters, new courses that are going to come out post-launch. They gave us some more on the Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. A little more footage and the release date on that, which is going to be June 25th. We also got a WarioWare game. It's called WarioWare Get It Together. And it marks the triumphant return of WarioWare games. And this time it's 2-player and the game launches September 10th. So that's going to be an interesting one for everybody to mess with. I heard a bunch of people being pretty pumped for it. When it comes down to like the Mario stuff, I am a standard
Mario guy. Nothing wrong with that.
Mario, Luigi.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's what I do.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
We also got gameplay for a game called Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's going to be coming out November 12th.
So what you're saying, there's 4 more of them.
There are 4 more of them that I know nothing about. Yes, that is true. There's another one that is called Danganronpa Decadence. It is a 3-game collection, and it is basically a game that is played on a virtual gaming board. They also had Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black Water. We got a trailer for that, and that's going to be released later this year. Advanced Wars Reboot Camp is another game that they remastered. That's one that actually a lot of people played back in the day. The Advanced Wars reboot, or I guess it should be Advanced Wars. That's going to be coming out at some point on the Switch as well. They dropped a little bit on other games that are on other consoles, but you will be able to finally get them on Switch. One of them being Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. When that comes out, you're going to have 2 Point Campus, which is a very weird game, actually, when that comes out. Just Dance 2022 is going to be available on the Switch. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is going to be available on the Switch. And another part of that is going to be a new Power Awaken set, which I guess is just part of some type of DLC or expansion. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 is going to be coming out on the Switch, as well as Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, Strange Brigade, and so those are the ones that actually are part of other consoles but are now going to be available on Switch. There's going to be a new DLC that is going to be coming out for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. That's going to be coming out on June 18th, which actually happened yesterday as of recording. And Nintendo also reconfirmed that their Skyward Sword HD is still coming on July 16th of this year. So their remaster of the Skyward Sword game. And we actually got legit look at Breath of the Wild 2. There was actual gameplay that they went ahead and showed us.
I never played the first one.
I know.
I mean, I have it.
I know.
I played like 30 minutes of it and then just stopped.
And that's fine. I get that. No, look, I'm.
And every time you guys talk about it, I'm like, yep, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fuck. What?
Yeah, so it looks like this game you're going to be above the clouds on Hyrule, and doing a bunch of stuff with that, and obviously still having to deal with Ganon and everything else. So it's one of those things that I am very, very curious about. We don't really have much more besides the fact that it has been confirmed for a 2022 release date. But
he's falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's a lot of stuff that's up. You see, you have all the stuff up in the sky. You have all the all the buildings and shit.
Man, I don't get this game. I mean, I'll give her a good old college try at some point.
It's good. I enjoyed it.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I guarantee
you
it's absolutely an amazing
Now that's
game.
a new thing.
Because if
you don't normally get to go ahead and go up through.
I mean, if you think about it though, the original one has all the stuff that I like in games, right? Story, RPG style, open world. It's got everything I like.
And you could actually stealth a bunch of shit.
Yeah. I just have not played it.
That's fine. Look, man, you will eventually get there, and when you do, it'll be good. So that's the end of the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo, I'm going to give them a solid B+ because I feel like they gave us some good stuff. You know what I mean, with the Metroid Dread and you know what I mean, and knowing about some of the remasters and Super Smash Brothers, which I know a bunch of people are into. WarioWare is another one I know a bunch of people are into. You know what I mean, going ahead and getting like Guardians of the Galaxy, Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff that's finally gonna be coming to Switch. It's, I mean, look, it wasn't necessarily completely my thing, but I'm grading this one more upon what I know a bunch of other people are excited for.
I got you.
And I actually went ahead and set up a Twitter poll. And we let the Twitter poll run for 3 days.
You did?
Yeah. I let it run for 3 days.
God,
so I
such
went
an
ahead and asked
asshole.
everybody, with E3 officially over, we want to ask the crew members who won. Who had the best showcase? Comment below. And out of the 39 votes, which is actually much more than I've seen us get anything else we've done.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty badass. Out of the 39 votes, with a percentage of 48.7%, Nintendo won.
Cool.
And they actually won by a little more than that because some people clicked on Bethesda by accident and actually wanted to click on Nintendo.
I got you.
So some of what we have with some of the comments was Nixon 2.0, which is Janal, which is one of Clyburn's friends. You know what I mean, I've talked with him on a bunch of stuff. He said that he voted for Bethesda by accident. Nintendo won, and they gave him a reason not to burn his Switch.
That is a great response, by the way.
Ed Varnell, who's part of the Retro Code, which is somebody who's actually part of our network, the Boss Rush network.
Yep.
He went in and said, I gave it to Nintendo not because I am a fan and host, but they actually have games that are coming out this year that I want, which was actually a big thing for like Nintendo's main thing was, yo, this is coming out this year.
Yeah.
And he said, as great as Microsoft was, majority of their titles are next year or 2023. Even if Microsoft wins, I think the rest of the week will be 90 talk, which is just all good. And then somebody went ahead and commented on him. The Gamer Watch crew, which is another podcast, replied to him. Psychonauts 2, Halo Infinite Flight Simulator, The Ascent, Age of Empires 4, Pirates, Sea of Thieves, Back for Blood, Scorn, 12 Minutes, Shredders, Hades, D&D Dark Alliance, which actually is coming out later this month. Sable, The Gunk, Origami 2, Hello Neighbors, Sable. It says Sable twice. Weird. Among Us, and Anacrusis, all day one Game Pass this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that. I'm just going to say that if Microsoft won, that's one of the reasons why, because all that stuff is going to be day one Game Pass.
Did we? I feel like we didn't even talk about this, and maybe I was scatterbrained, and you were talking and I wasn't listening, which then classifies me as a bad friend. Did we talk about Hades at all?
No, we did not.
All right, so I didn't think so.
No. Yeah. So Hades, which is a game that has won at least 40-something game awards,
numerous awards. We'll just put it that way.
In between DICE and the Game
Yeah.
Awards themselves. Yeah. So that game is finally coming to Game Pass.
Yes, it is.
And I'm super excited for it
We all
because
are.
that game looks so good.
I keep saying we all are. You and I are.
Well, I mean, he probably is too.
Yeah, he's not here. It doesn't count.
No, he's not. He's got a baby to take care of.
Pussy.
DCD, which is another guy from the network, he said, I voted for Nintendo, but Microsoft was really good. Ozdog, which is Alex from What's Your Spaghetti Policy, he said, I thought personally E3 was super disappointing, but that's coming from someone whose expectations were fairly low. And then my boy Indiana Ann went ahead and said Sony wins by not competing in E3.
I mean,
I thought that was pretty funny.
that is a solid answer.
And then I was having a conversation with Big Chef, Little Chef. They are all right. So yes, I mean, it looks like they're a gaming podcast as well as us. So we were having a conversation that kind of went. Went for a little bit. It was pretty cool actually. He was asking me like what my favorite game was from the show, and I was going ahead and talking about certain things, basically talking about like, all right, let's go ahead and just basically leave it to when the podcast airs, and then he was trying to find where we could find us. Which, Big Chef, Little Chef, appreciate y'all going ahead and listening to this. It's pretty badass. I hope you guys like, and hope you guys continue to listen. But yeah, so that's everything that I have in E3, because we gave you Capcom, we gave you Bethesda, we gave you Xbox, we gave you Nintendo, we gave you Gearbox, we gave you everybody.
Wes, you could have just said we gave you everybody.
Now let's give you news. All right, so
Wait, do we have news?
yeah, we got a little bit.
We literally just talked about news. That's what E3 is. It's all
E3 was
news.
a lot of news we got, but no, E3 was a recap. Now we're in news. So a little bit of difference. PS5 users can now sign up to be part of a new test feature. You said you got an email about this, correct?
PlayStation 5 system software beta program. You choose to test the new PlayStation 5 features. It says we're calling on all. This is the email, by the way. We're calling on all eligible players to help our teams continue to enhance the PlayStation 5 console experience by signing up to take part in upcoming system software beta program. You could be among the first to put new features to the test and provide essential feedback that will help guide their development. Register below. If you're selected, we'll email you with full details on how to take part. You know what? I'm going to sign up now.
Go ahead. Look, this could be, just some firmware thing. You know what I mean? They just want to actually see what happens, or this could have. This might. I don't even know if it will, but it might have something to do with them being a part of Discord now. So maybe it might go ahead and upgrade their chat feature.
Hey.
Which I actually think is a pretty cool idea.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Okay, sometimes with you I can't, but that was good.
Yeah, thank you.
Another thing that we can talk about is Sony wants to go ahead and say that they support crossplay.
All right, look, we had this fucking conversation. You don't even need to read this article. Sony ain't got shit until I fucking see Sony just start the crossplay. Oh, and then we see an article come out like weeks later saying, "Oh, by the way, we stumbled upon Sony now has crossplay." Look, just fucking fuck off. Just get with the fucking program. Start the crossplay. Let us start enjoying fucking other games with our fucking homies. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you fucking just play ball?
And look, that is this is probably like the biggest and only real gripe that I have with Sony. Is the fact of their lackluster dragging their feet about fully becoming part of the crossplay apparatus. So, Jim Ryan, he went ahead and said that, the numbers are going to grow with the games that they have that can already be crossplay, because there are games like Fortnite, Rocket League, Call of Duty, Minecraft, and Destiny 2.
I'm pretty sure most of those games you're streaming on your system, and your crossplay chat and all that other shit is done through their server. So Activision has their own server that you're crossplaying through.
Now,
no, they do.
Now, but here's the thing Now, this is tying both stories. You let these two stories in.
Mm-hmm.
With Xbox, Jesus Christ, with PlayStation having a stake in Discord, and with this new firmware thing, maybe this might have something to do with going ahead and making the chat more compatible and work better within their cross-play ability. You know what I mean? You never know, dude. It could easily end up being like that.
All right, I registered.
All right, good shit. But Sony has been dealing with a fuck ton of backlash when it comes down to this crossplay compatibility thing. They dealt with a huge amount of backlash with Fortnite, because at the end of the day, they were essentially charging Epic more if people went ahead and bought V-Bucks or whatever on Epic and then used them on a Sony platform or on a Sony console. And look, we will get into an Epic versus Apple. You know what I mean?
We'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
What
episode.
You just said literally falls in line with Epic versus Apple.
Yes.
Oh, and
also
microtransactions, which both episodes I'm really excited. Excuse me. Jeez, I got the fucking hiccups. It's awkward.
It's all good.
I'm really excited to do both of those episodes.
Yes.
But I really want to talk about the microtransactions, because that...
Yeah, it is something that definitely grinds your gears.
Fuckers make you fucking spend $70 on a fucking game, and then you're going to charge me another fucking whatever for in-game currency? Fuck you, you dirtbag.
Now, the reason why a lot of this has been coming back up in the news is because Randy Pitchford had recently tweeted out that there's going to be cross-play with every platform except PlayStation for the Borderlands 3 game. And from that, the only answer that Ryan had was that he said that, he said a live business issue with a long-standing partner they're not going to talk about, but they did note that our policies are consistent across all of the publishers.
But I love how he said all platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
All other platforms are literally Microsoft and then PC.
Yeah. Ain't that about a bitch?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
So that's what we have in news.
Oh, by the way, we're not playing anything. Neither of us have played anything for the entire week. So I just thought that segment's not happening this time.
Yeah, so what are we playing is not going to happen. I
Yeah.
spent my week with my kids being sick and watching E3. Anthony's just been busy because that is what we do.
That's what we do.
So hopefully next week we'll actually have something.
Yeah,
So-
maybe. We'll see.
Ant, take us out.
All right, everybody. This is where you can connect with CGC. You have our www.consolegamingcrew.com, which is connected to our Gmail, which is also consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. We have our Twitter, which is @consolecrew. Our YouTube and Instagram are both the same feed, which is Console Gaming Crew. We have... Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. That's the Facebook. I can't believe it.
The face of the book.
Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, you can also check us out on Boss Rush Network, which is bossrushgames.com. We are not the only podcast that's attached to BRN. There's other amazing people that are on there. You should check them out as well as checking us out. We have our Twitch, which is CGC Podcast. I guess, we have Destiny 2 night, which is Monday night, and you have Freaky Fridays with Andy.
And into which we are going, like right now, until Andy comes back, they're going to be fun Fridays. I'm going to be playing random games, whether it's going to be Miles or Fall Guys or something.
Dope.
And the the Destiny nights are just going to be turned to the co-op night. I mean, we're going to play Outriders or just something else.
There you go.
We'll figure it out.
I like it.
Yeah. So, brother, this was a good time.
Yeah, it was a long episode.
Long, but a good episode.
But it was a good episode.
A lot to watch and a lot to be excited for.
Yeah, and I fucking yelled. I didn't yell, but I basically cursed off every fucking company.
It's what you do.
Yeah. I love it.
It's what you do. So until next time, as always, we love y'all. So please, stay safe, wash your hands, mask the hell up, and game on, y'all.
Game on.